Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am in front of you with the last lecture of sets. In this lecture, I will explain the practical problems on union and intersection of two sets, as well as some questions of miscellaneous exercises in which we have to use the properties of sets. Okay. Now come to the first topic of today's lecture, that is practical problems. Practical problems. Practical problems. Problems on union and intersection. Section of sets. Right? Practical problem means how to find the numbers. We will talk about the numbers in this practical problem, in which if a set has a number of element 1, 2, 3, 4, so we have to write it as number of element present in A, that is 4. Okay. If there is a number of element, let us suppose we have the another set that is 6, 7, 8, 9. We only take the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 4. So n of A means number of element present in A, n of B means number of element present in B. Okay. Now for the practical problems on union and intersection, we have first formula for the practical problem, that is n of A union B. What is the value of n of A union B? That is n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. This is a very much used formula, in the practical problems of union and intersection. What is that formula? The formula told you about the two sets. If there is a two sets and you have to find the union of two sets. Unions, if there is A union B, this means A and or B. If there is given as A intersection B, in the statement it is written as A and B. So this is the way to write intersection in a theoretical form and union in the theoretical form. If it is given A or B has 14 elements, the number of A union B is equals to 14. Okay. Now come to the formula. Formula told us that n of A union B is always equals to n of A plus n of B minus A intersection B. Okay. This formula is also applicable in n of A union B union C in 3 sets. In 3 sets there is n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection C. At the last we have the sum of A intersection B intersection C. Right? So this is the formula for 3, but it is rarely used in any questions. Maximum used formula is this. Come to this formula. Do you know what are disjoint sets? Disjoint sets. In disjoint sets, if A and B are two non-empty sets. Non-empty sets. Non-empty sets, this implies A intersection B is equals to, if, not implies, if there is nothing common between A and B, nothing is common between A and B, their intersection is equals to phi, then this implies A and B are disjoint set. Disjoint sets. Right? So in case of disjoint set, n of A intersection B, if A intersection B is equals to 5, that means there is not a single element, that means number of element in A intersection 0. So in case of disjoint sets, n of a intersection b is equals to n of a plus n of b, right? There is not a single element present here, that means you have to use this formula for the disjoint set when there is nothing common between the two elements. Okay, come to the example based on these formulas, that is totally based on practical problem on union and intersection of two sets. Now come to the question. Before doing the question, there are so many questions in your NCERT which are based on this formula, where few questions are also present in miscellaneous exercises. So you have to do that question with the help of the same formula. Okay. Now we have one question. Question says that number of element if x and y are two sets. Question: if x and y are two sets such that x union y has 50 elements. 50 elements. Okay. X has 28 elements. X has 28 elements. And Y has 32 elements. Y has 32 elements. How many element does X intersection Y have? So how you can solve this question? This is very easy question. Each and everything is given and the formula is also told to you. So this is the very easy question. How to solve? So take the solution. N of x. Number of element present in x is 28. N of y, that is number of element present in y, that is 32. N of x union y, number of element present in x union y, that is 50. Each and everything is given. We have the formula n of x union y, that will equals to n of x plus n of y pi minus n of x intersection y. But we want this. So you can take this negative element here and you can take, or either if you want. If you don't want to put the values here like this, x union y, that is 50, n of x is 28 plus n of y is 32 minus n of x intersection y. So we have 50 is equals to 10, 60 minus n of x intersection y. Now take this n x intersection y is equals to 60 minus 50. So we will have 10 in a common, x and y. X and y we have 10 elements. Okay. So this is the way to solve the questions on the basis of that formula. One more question. I will do one more question from your NCERT. What is that question? That is exercise 1.4. The question is given as, first I will write the statement from the book, then I will solve that question. The question is, in a group of 400 people, this is the third question of your 1.56 exercise. This is given as, in a group of 400 people, in a group of 400 people 250 can speak many people can speak both Hindi and English. So this is very easy question of your NCERT book. This is the third question and very very easy. Solution. When I will start the solution. In a group of 400 people, let us suppose for Hindi I will take H and for English I will take E. Number of H, I want number of H. Number of element, number of people like Hindi can speak Hindi, that is 250. Number of elements, number of people who speak English, that is 200. And number of people who speaks English or Hindi or matlab union or Hindi, that is 400. And you have to find number of both and English and Hindi, matlab both are common. That means you have to find English intersection Hindi. And means intersection, and means intersection, and or means union. So for we have one formula, English union Hindi, that is n of English plus n of Hindi minus n of English intersection Hindi, right? Put the value as 400, this is 200, this is 250 minus n of E intersection H, right? We have 450. I will take this 400 on the right hand side and the number of element in E intersection H on the left hand side. So we have 400, that will equals to 50. So this is the way to solve this type of question. These questions are very very easy. Okay, there are so many questions present in your NCERT book. Now come to the miscellaneous exercise. There is one question, two questions based on the properties of set. I will do that questions for your convenience so that it become very easy for you. Okay, come to that questions. Miscellaneous exercise. I have book. I will write the statement from book. Then apply the properties. In a book, miscellaneous exercise of NCERT. We have first 9 questions, that is first part. First part is A union B intersection, A intersection B, not A intersection B is equals to A. You have to prove it by using properties. Second part, that is given A intersection A union B, that is A. Okay, the proof above properties, above by using properties. So how we can prove it? For taking the proof, take the solution. Take the left hand side. When we take left hand side, A union A intersection B is there. There are distributive law. I will apply this distributive law A union A intersection A union B. Right? Is it right? We can apply the distribution law. A union A is again A. And we can, when you combine these two elements, so we can take A with the A union B. That is same, A union B means both elements. That will equals to A. Okay, A union B intersection. There is a common A element. In this we have to take A and A. When you take A union B, there are two elements A and B. Both elements are there. If you want to take full group, so you can take, this is the combination of these two and this is A. When you want to take the common element, that will equals to A. Okay, come to the second part. Second part is same as first. A intersection A union B. I will again apply A intersection A union A intersection B. Right? When you take A intersection A, there is a A. Combine with the combination of A and B has the same element which are present in A. That when you combine these two elements, A union, the element common in A and B. So when you take these two elements, so we have A. So these are the very easy questions. Now come to the question 8. This is also in your book. The question demands that show that for any sets A and B, you have to prove A is equals to A minus B, A intersection B, union A minus B. So this is the next question which you have to prove by using properties. So how we can prove? Before starting this, I will tell you A minus B is equals to A intersection B complement. They both have the same value. Okay, I will apply this value for proving this question, but I will start from right hand side. So I will start the solution from right hand side. The right hand side is A intersection B minus union A minus B. I will change A minus B into A intersection B complement. A intersection B. This is union A intersection B complement. That is A intersection B, union A intersection B. That is, if you want to combine this one, so we have A, both have intersection, B union, B complement. Is there anything common between, when you combine this whole set B and B union, so we get A intersection universal set. When both the elements are common in these two, so we get A intersection universal set, that is A. So this is the way to solve the questions by using the properties. I will again repeat this question. A minus B means A intersection B complement. So when you open this A union B, there are union. Here we have intersection. Intersection means you have to take intersection. Come to the union, so we have to change intersection. When both have intersection, convert into union B complement. The B union B complement means universal, and in between these two there is a common element A. So that's all which I have told about the sets. This is the end of the sets. With the help of these videos, you can solve many more questions. Okay, thank you.